Have you ever wondered, do we really have a soul? A question as old as humanity itself, yet its answer remains shrouded in mystery. The concept of the soul has been a cornerstone in cultures and religions across the globe, symbolizing our intrinsic essence, our life force, our consciousness. It's been described as eternal, immaterial, independent of the physical body. Yet the soul's existence is a matter of intense debate among scientists and philosophers. Some propose that the soul is simply a poetic synonym for the mind, a collection of our thoughts, emotions, and experiences. Others, however, argue for a more ethereal interpretation. They suggest that the soul transcends our physical existence, persisting beyond the confines of our mortal coil. This dichotomy of thought raises a compelling question. Is the soul merely a metaphorical construct of the mind, a product of our complex neural networks? Or could it be an eternal essence, untouched by the ravages of time and independent of our physical bodies? The question remains, is the soul a poetic synonym for the mind, or is it an immaterial, eternal essence independent of the body? Modern science has always struggled with the concept of the soul. A fascinating journey it has been, with scientists probing into the intricate workings of the brain. Yet the essence of our being, the self, remains an enigma shrouded in mystery. The current scientific paradigm, in its pursuit of empirical evidence and tangible observations, often overlooks the spiritual dimension of life. It's a realm that's subtle, elusive, and not readily observed through the lens of a microscope or the screens of an MRI scanner. But does this mean it's non-existent? Certainly not. Unraveling the mysteries of the brain has been a monumental feat, with neuroscience making significant strides in understanding its functioning. We've mapped out neural pathways, decoded chemical signals, and even begun to comprehend how memories are stored and retrieved. But when it comes to the subjective experiences that make us uniquely us, we're still in largely uncharted territory. Think about it. Our thoughts, feelings, aspirations, and even our perceptions of the world around us, they're all intangible entities. You can't weigh a thought, measure a feeling, or pinpoint the location of an aspiration in the brain. These are subjective experiences, unique to each individual. They form the essence of our self, the part that many cultures and philosophies refer to as the soul. It's interesting to note that while we've developed sophisticated technologies to explore the farthest reaches of the universe, the nature of the self remains one of the most profound mysteries within our own minds. Perhaps it's because the tools we've created are designed to observe the physical world, while the soul operates on a different plane, a spiritual dimension that's beyond the reach of our scientific instruments. This doesn't mean that science and the soul are incompatible. On the contrary, it's an invitation for science to broaden its horizons, to delve into the mysterious realms of human consciousness and spirituality. So, does science have any evidence for the existence of the soul? Let's explore this further in our next chapter. In the quantum world, things are not as they seem. Here, particles behave differently when they are observed. This strange phenomenon is what gives rise to the observer effect. It's a key concept in quantum mechanics, which suggests that the mere act of observation can change the outcome of an event. Let's dive a little deeper. A fascinating experiment that supports this idea is the double slit experiment. When particles like electrons are not observed, they behave like waves and pass through both slits simultaneously. But when we observe which slit they pass through, they behave like particles and pass through one slit or the other, not both. This tells us that the act of observation can change the way particles behave. But what does this mean for our understanding of consciousness and the soul? Some scientists and philosophers suggest that these experiments imply the existence of an observing consciousness, a soul, if you will. They argue that objects only exist with real properties when they are observed. In other words, it's consciousness, the act of observation, that brings reality into existence. This idea challenges our traditional understanding of the universe and our place in it. It suggests that the universe and our conscious selves are not separate but deeply intertwined. It proposes a reality where consciousness, or the soul, isn't just a poetic synonym for the mind, but an integral part of the universe's fabric. So in this light, the soul isn't just an age-old philosophical or religious concept, but a key player in the quantum dance of reality. It's a concept that not only fits within our scientific understanding of the world, but also adds depth and richness to it. These experiments hint at a reality that is far more complex and fascinating than we ever imagined. Our understanding of the universe and ourselves is still evolving, and the mystery of the soul is just one piece of this grand puzzle. As we delve deeper into the quantum world, who knows what other surprises await us? Despite the arguments, many believe in the existence of the soul. A profound belief held by many is that the soul is the source of life energy, a subtle entity that cannot be seen yet can be experienced. It's like the wind, you can't see it, but you can feel it. You can see its influence on the world around you. It's elusive, yet omnipresent. The soul is often described as a kind of bliss, a distinct sensation that transcends the physical and ventures into the spiritual. It's a state of joy that is not dependent on external factors or material possessions. It is an internal, self-sustaining ecstasy that illuminates our existence. But what about those who doubt? Those who question the existence of the soul, who demand empirical evidence that can be measured, quantified, and validated? Interestingly, the very act of doubting the soul may in itself be proof of its existence. Consider this: when we doubt, we question. When we question, we think. And when we think, we are certainly not just a conglomeration of cells and molecules. There's an intangible aspect to us, a self-awareness, a consciousness that seems to rise above the purely physical. Is this not evidence of something more, something beyond the physical realm that science can measure? To doubt the existence of the soul is to affirm that there is something within us capable of doubting. It's an affirmation that there is an entity within us capable of thought, of analysis, of introspection. This then might be the very soul we question. In this light, the soul may not be visible through scientific instruments or seen leaving the body upon death, but it is experienced. Each of us, in our unique way, experiences the soul. It's an integral part of our identity, our essence, our very being. The soul, then, may be a mystery, but it is also a presence that is deeply felt. So, what does the existence of the soul mean for us? It's a question that delves deep into the core of our being, our purpose, and our understanding of life itself. If we entertain the belief that each one of us is a soul, it brings forth a profound perspective shift. Suddenly, we are more than just our physical bodies. We are immaterial, eternal entities, existing independently of our corporeal forms. This understanding elevates our perception of self beyond the tangible, beyond the ephemeral nature of our bodies. With this, the goal of life transcends the mundane. It's no longer about acquiring worldly possessions or chasing fleeting moments of happiness. Instead, it becomes a journey of awakening, a quest to experience the soul. Imagine being in a state of continuous bliss, untouched by external circumstances. The soul, often described as the source of life energy, is believed to be capable of such an experience. It's subtle, invisible to the naked eye, yet its existence can be felt through its bliss. But what does that mean for you? Well, it introduces a new dimension to your life, one that is spiritual and deeply personal. It offers a chance for introspection, a pathway to delve deeper into the essence of who you truly are. It provides a new lens to view life experiences, infusing them with a sense of purpose and meaning. It also shapes our understanding of death, transforming it from an end to a transition. The soul, being eternal, continues its journey beyond the confines of our mortal bodies. This perspective can provide comfort and solace, especially during times of loss and grief. Whether or not we can prove the existence of the soul, it remains a powerful concept that shapes our understanding of ourselves and our place in the universe. In the end, the existence of the soul may continue to be a mystery. Yet, throughout our exploration, we've unearthed fascinating insights. We've delved into the world of science, challenging its paradigm by introducing the spiritual dimension of life. We've witnessed the observer effect, showcasing that objects indeed possess real properties when observed, hinting at the existence of the soul. We've contemplated the subtle nature of the soul, an essence that is not visible yet can be experienced through its bliss. We've recognized that each individual is a soul and that the ultimate goal of life is to awaken and experience this soul. Faith and science, two seemingly contrasting realms come together in this quest, helping us face death and overcome challenges. They offer us distinct lenses to view the world and our place within it, enriching our understanding of the self and the universe. The question of the soul's existence is not just about finding answers, but about exploring the deepest mysteries of life and existence.